This is our introduction to Matt Broward project opportunities. So we created this session to inform folks about what is Matt Broward. So this is a very introductory type training as to what is Matt Broward, what does it stand for, what products or services are needed on the Matt Broward projects, where do you find Matt Broward bids, and what opportunities are there for small businesses. So we're going to try to touch on that so you can get a sense of what Matt Broward is. And we actually have some great information about projects that are actually coming up. So you're in for a treat for you to learn about Matt Broward and what you can do if your business can get involved with this. So I'm Nicole Francis, a small business development specialist here in Broward County's Office of Economic and Small Business Development. I'm going to start with some housekeeping tips first. Just to let you know, if you have any questions, please put them in the Q&A section. Again, put them in the Q&A section. Please don't put the questions in the chat. We want to make sure at the end of the discussion that we can catch everybody's questions and share that with everyone so everyone can see. So please make sure if you have any questions, keep them going in the Q&A and we will answer them towards the end of the session. Please know that this is going to be recorded and will eventually end up on YouTube. So just letting you know about that. And also, these slides will be provided to you, okay? So we have different links that you can click on in the slides. So once you actually get the slides, you can click on those links, okay? So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Laurina Gaz. She is also in our office and she's going to take it over from here.
Thank you, Nicole. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. Let's get started. My name is Lorena Goss. I'm a small business development specialist with OESBD for MAP Broward. If you have any questions, please keep my email and my phone number, and I will be happy to answer questions. Let's get started. Okay, let's go through today's agenda. We are going to have an overall overview of what is MAP Broward. We're going to talk about municipal and Broward County involvement, 30% CBE goal, and what exactly is a CBE goal. We're going to talk about the role of OESBD, our office, in MAP Broward projects, how to find MAP Broward bids, successes, and data. We are going to talk about the meat and potatoes of today's meeting, which is what are the upcoming MAP Broward opportunities in the radar, and how to stay in touch with us, how to stay informed. If you have any questions, as Nicole said, don't forget to enter them in the Q&A section of this webinar. So let's get started. What is MAP Broward? MAP stands for Mobility Advancement Program. It was a voter-approved program that will innovate connectivity, the future of rail. That's one of the most important parts of it to me. Connectivity. We're going to improve transit services, manage traffic systems, multimodal options, and we, with all of this, ensure economic growth for our area, which is the ultimate goal. We are projected to collect through this program 1% through the next, all the way through 2049. We are going to collect $355 million annually. With all that said, we do this because we want you to be able to participate in all of these upcoming opportunities. Next slide, please. Let's have an overview of the municipal side of our program. So far, from 2020, we have approved more than 150 municipal projects. Projects could be in different phases, some of them planning, design, some in construction, and some of the construction projects, of course, include CEI services as well. Municipal construction projects they can either be new construction, a brand new construction, or maintenance or rehabilitation of existing municipal facilities, but county facilities as well. You are going to see in the list of projects that we have gathered for you today that they include multimodal options like roads, bike lanes, pedestrian lakes, pedestrian roads, bike repairs, bridge repairs, traffic calming, congestion management. So keep an eye out for all of these opportunities we're going to be talking about today. Next slide, please. So new projects are reviewed every year before June 1st by the MPO, which is the Metropolitan Planning Organization of Broward County. Now, our Transportation Surtax Oversight Board plans all this based on the recommended budget for the county. And once approved by the Board of the County Commissioners, there is a 5-year plan in our website. A new municipal 5-year plan is published every year. Next slide, please. This part is really exciting to me. I really like this tool. It is the project dashboard for Map Broward. You can actually go straight to that website right now if you have the chance, or you're gonna get these slides and you can review it later. But this is a really cool tool that allows you to see what projects are happening in real time. This excludes studies, but you can see what projects are happening near you, what projects are happening in your commission district, who's sponsoring, who's paying for this project, what phase the project is in. And if you require further information on studies, you can contact our administrator for MAP, which is Gretchen Cassini, and there is her contact information. That again, that dashboard you can see on desktop or via phone, and it has this live map. I think is a really, really cool tool. Mostly if you want to see, sometimes if you just want to see what's upcoming, you see what's in the design phase so that you can see, you can keep an eye out. And Janae, if you have a chance and you can drop the link for the Map Broward dashboard, if possible, that would be awesome so that everybody can access it. Or you can just scan it with your phone using that QR code on the screen. Next slide. Let's talk about CBE goals because you are going to see a lot of CBE talk throughout this presentation. So a county business enterprise, that's what CBE stands for, is a percentage of the entire project that has been designated to be performed by county certified firms, CBE firms. That means that that percentage is designated to be performed by a small business, right? Now, there is an overall established goal of 30%. There is some exceptions to the rule, depending on dollar amount of the project. Some projects, if they are under $250,000, they don't get a goal. Sometimes if there is a very, very specific scope that no CBEs can perform, a no goal could apply. However, higher goals could apply, right? There's plenty of projects actually that you can see a 40% goal because it's because of the type of scope that's about to be performed. If you ever have questions regarding a goal, please get a hold of me. Please contact our office. We work really hard to ensure that our goals are realistic and that they are attainable. But if you have any questions, please just give me a call and I'll be happy to answer any questions. With that said, let's talk about what is the role of our office, OESBD, in Map Broward project. First and foremost, our office handles the certification process and renewal process. Now, we don't only certify for CBE, we also certify for SBE and for the federal program. which is DBE and ACDBE, mostly to work with the airport. But you're not going to see goals that are not CBE on a surtax/MAP funded project. What else do we do? OSBD in relationship to MAP Broward. We offer trainings, workshops, events. We work really hard trying to educate CBE firms and primes as well on how to navigate the Mobility Advancement Program. We do community relations and outreach, the goal setting process that I was just talking about. We also review the projects for compliance, all the way from reviewing the solicitation language to make sure that the OESBD language regarding the firm, regarding the goal is included in all of the solicitation languages outside of Broward County as well. Bids, monthly utilization reports, anything that has to do with compliance with the CBE program. We are also happy to attend any pre-construction meetings, any pre-bid meetings, kickoff meetings. If it is the first time for a prime utilizing the program, or if your municipality has hired new personnel and they need to be more understanding of the program, we are happy to do so as well. We help with mediation, substitutions, additions, and any other CBE changes that are needed. And we conduct final evaluations for compliance with the program. So we do all of these and more at our office. And let's get to the next slide, please. Where to find MAP Broward bids. So since we have two types, right? We have the municipal side and we have the county side. With the municipality, we recommend you contact the municipality directly. That is a hyperlink on that. Actually, we can, Janae, if it's possible to, you're the best. Thank you so much to add those links, because you can contact the municipalities directly, since not all the municipalities use the same procurement system. They have Demand Star, other have, I can't remember the names, but every municipality use their own procurement system, so you can directly contact them. But we are going to give you a heads up on some of these upcoming projects. So you contact the municipality, you can find out which procurement portal they use, and you can do the due diligence and create an account, apply to the bids. And with Broward County, we have fully transitioned to BPRO. If you've been a Broward County vendor before, you are probably aware by now that we have transitioned to BPRO. And pretty similar, you create an account, you register, you click on the solicitation you're interested, and prepare your bid. Pretty straightforward. And because we have recently transitioned, there's a lot of new education resources from our procurement team. Either you can, I know they still have some live sessions going on, you can join those, or we have some trainings on YouTube on how to apply. So we have a lot of really good tools. Next slide, please. Okay, we're getting closer to the opportunities. So let's talk about the numbers today. A total of 92 projects have been awarded to date, meaning these are ongoing projects. Some of these are design phases, some of these are in the construction phase, but these ones are happening right now. 46 municipal projects and 46 active county projects. The average CVE goal is 37%. Total awarded amount of over $460 million. 146 of those are projected to go to CVEs. 52.7 has already been paid to CVEs. That is a huge accomplishment, because that means those dollars have stayed local. They are staying in Broward County and allowing our community to thrive. This is what makes everything make sense. Okay, so without any further ado, guys, here are the upcoming opportunities. So these ones that we have in front of us right now are county bids. We have curated this list. We had conversations with these different agencies. So right here, I have a list of highway construction and engineering, transportation department, and also from highway, bridge, and maintenance division. So as you can see, we have anything between ranging from bike lane improvements, lining improvements, expansion of roads, design services, CEI services, bridge jacking, construction engineering and inspection services, and opportunities for landscaping. So take a screenshot, wait for the slides to get to you, but you can see that some of these ones are actually active right now. So I would say immediately after this event, go to our BPro, take a look at these ones because some of these are actually being advertised at the moment. There's actually one that I did not include because I think it ended yesterday, if I'm not wrong. So go there, take a look because I believe these two are already there. If not, they're gonna be there in the next 2 or 3 days. So just keep an eye out. Now let's go to the municipal side. Okay, so right here in front of us, we have Coconut Creek, we have Town of Davie, we have Deerfield, and we have Hallandale. Sample Road Shared Use Pathway. So this one includes bike lanes, Orange Drive corridor enhancements, street improvements, lining. We have signage, we have drainage, we have crosswalk updates. If you guys can perform any of the scopes in these solicitations, you should keep an eye out. Next slide, please. We have Margate, Miramar, North Lauderdale, and we have Oakland Park on these slides. Actually, I saw this question and I'm gonna take it real quick. What is the timeline for those projects to be advertised? So the projects I gathered for this presentation are projects that are going to be advertised within the next 6 months, starting tomorrow. Some of them starting today. So just keep an eye out. We try to keep our website and also the dashboard I was telling you about to keep as updated as possible, but you guys should also stay on top on the municipal side. Make sure to keep an eye out for these solicitations on the municipal end, on their very own procurement systems, okay? So we do have, can you go back 1 second, please? Okay, so again, pavement markings, bus shelter improvements, bike lanes. We're seeing a lot of bike lanes improvements, sidewalk maintenance, drainage. Oh yeah, and we need a lot of that.
All right, Lorena, sorry to interrupt, but just
Yes, ma'am.
reminding everyone, please use the Q&A for your questions.
Yes, please. Yes. Thank you so much, Janae. So next slide, please. Okay, here we see City of Pembroke Park, Sunrise, West Park, Weston, and Wilton Manors. If you think that you can perform any of these scopes, you should absolutely keep an eye out. You can see the surtax value and estimate at least a 30% going to CBEs. So that's all I have for you guys. It's a total of 32 projects are coming in the next 6 months. If you need, well, all of these links have been updated. All of these links are up to date. You're going to be receiving this presentation shortly. And we are constantly updating as we go, as we receive new requests for goal assignment forms. We want you to stay on top of this information. If you have any questions, or even if you want to be part of the CBE teams, or you want to perform as a prime and you need help trying to find CBEs to perform, please give us a call. Or the easiest, fastest way to reach me is via email. So just shoot me an email and I'll be happy to respond. I hope that was very helpful. Thank you so much. And I'm going to leave you with Nicole.
Thank you very much, Larina. As Janae said, please put in the questions in the Q&A section, not in the chat, please in the Q&A section. We're going to get to that right after I do my little part here, okay? So again, put all your questions in the Q&A. And again, the session is going to be recorded and it will be made available on YouTube, and the slides will actually be provided to everyone as well, okay? So I'm again Nicole Francis, a small business development specialist here. I'm in our community relations and outreach section. So I am here to spread the word about these project opportunities and what's happening with Matt Broward. So you definitely want to stay connected with our office to find out about these project opportunities. So there are various ways that you can do that. The first one is through our Business Assistance Weekly newsletter. If you already have the BA, type BA in the chat. Let me see who here is already connected. Maybe you found out about this training on the BA through the BA, but the BA goes out every single Wednesday. Let me know. Okay, so I've got Daryl. Daryl said he gets the BA. The BA goes out every Wednesday. Yes, Rosa just signed up. Great. Yes, we are really working hard. In the BA, we have a whole section that's a Matt Broward section. So we are updating that every single week. So anytime I know that there's a project that's out, a project that might be coming out, a project that has been awarded to a CBE or a firm, we are really using that section to keep you engaged. So you want to make sure that you sign up for that newsletter. When you get the slides, you can click on this hyperlink, and we will also put it in the chat for you. But you want to sign up for this because that is going to let you know what projects we have that are out. But in addition to that, there's a hot tip section in the BA. That hot tip section are projects that we've recently looked at that have a goal on it or are coming out soon. So these are things that you can look forward to. So you want to always go to our hot tip section as well to see what projects are coming out in the near future. So if you looked at our BA from last week and the one coming out next week, and even today, so you want to make sure you sign up. There are some in there. There's some upcoming Matt Broward projects. There's one with Coconut Creek. There's also one with Wilton Manors, and there's a current project out in Broward County. So you want to make sure you pay attention to that BA because it really is going to give you helpful information. The second thing we wanted to mention is social media. You want to make sure you follow us on our different platforms because every week, again, we are putting out opportunities and celebrating the great work that's going on with Matt Broward. So if you follow us on Facebook, IG, we're on IG, we're also on LinkedIn now, and we're on X, formerly known as Twitter. And we also post things on our YouTube, such as these types of trainings as well. So you want to make sure you follow us on there because, again, every single week we are putting out that content to let you know what's going on with Matt Broward. Also, I wanted to mention some events. You want to keep abreast of the events we have going on. One that's a really good one that we do every single year. It's called FY 2025 Contracting Opportunities. The next one is coming up on October 18th. So it's going to be here in a governmental center in our commission chambers. With that one, we have different agencies come out and talk about what projects they project that they're going to post for that fiscal year. So that's a good one to attend if you want to make connections with agencies, you want to know what's up and coming, you definitely want to attend that event. So you can click on the link here, or Janae, if you can also put the chat in there for our events link. So that way you can click on that upcoming event. That's a really good one you want to go to every single year. Another thing we have coming up is FITSE. Type FITSE in the chat if you already signed up for FITSE. FITSE is the Florida International Trade and Cultural Expo. It's a very exciting, cultural, nice, diverse type event to do business. If you think about getting your business and taking it internationally, you want to showcase your product or service to different countries. We had over 70 countries represented last year. We had over 2,000 attendees. So this is one of our great events we do every year. Rosa, I see that you signed up earlier today. Kudos to you. So if you haven't already, it's a totally free event we do every year. I believe this is our ninth annual one. It's going to be on October 23rd and 24th, and it's going to be at the convention center. So again, that's a great opportunity if you want to connect with people internationally, you want to learn about exporting, you just want to showcase your business. We have where we had exhibitor opportunities as well. So it's not too late to register. It's still open if you want to attend that conference. The other thing I wanted to mention was the bidding platforms. As Lorena said earlier, different municipalities may use different platforms. Most of them are on DemandStar. So you want to make sure you go on DemandStar and perhaps register there to check out different bids for different municipalities. Some municipalities have it only like on their website and they do their own portal. Like recently, Fort Lauderdale created their own, so they have their own now. We, as Broward County, have now transitioned, as Lorena said, to totally on BPro. The link is here and it was also put in the chat. You want to register for BPro. It's powered through Bonfire. Even if you had Bonfire before, you still need to go ahead and create and make sure you connect to BPro through your Bonfire account. But it's really important. Every solicitation that we put out is going to be on there. It's no more on Periscope. So it's really easy to create an account and it has some cool features where you can see past bids. If you're interested in being a subcontractor on a project, there's a section where you can put your information. So now folks can see who is interested in participating in this project as well. You can also see the people who downloaded the actual bid. So I know sometimes small businesses are wondering who's going to be on the bid? How do I connect? How do I know who's interested in this? It's a great opportunity now. You can actually see the businesses that uploaded the documents for the bid. So it really has some cool features. You really want to sign up for BPro so you can see Broward County bids. We also created a procurement opportunities webpage. That very last link there, once you click on it, there's links for everything. There's a link to sign up for BPro. There are links to every municipality, their procurement page. There's links to SFAA, which is the South Florida Anchor Alliance. So it's about 11 institutions all in one place that you can see all their different bids and bids for other things too. So that's a really good page if you want to find out what bids there are locally here in Broward County and throughout Florida. Very good link to keep in mind as well. So now I am going to take any questions in the Q&A. So again, if you have any questions, now is the opportunity to do so. And I want to thank everyone for attending this event. We're really excited at the turnout here and we really want to work with you. So again, as Lorena said, if you have any questions, make sure you connect with our office because that is what we're here for. We're here to help you during this process, okay? So I'm going to start taking the questions in the Q&A. The first question I have is for Daryl. Is there a lot of painting for markings and crosswalks? Lorena, do you want to chime in here? If not, I can answer a bit too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're gonna see a few of those. I was actually looking to the other side of my screen because I have the list open. Daryl, once you get the copy of the presentation, you can see that so most of we only have a project name and the description that we have so far for some of these projects is not too broken down, but I know from the top of my head that at least 3 or 4 of these opportunities are going to include marking, painting. So yes, there will be. And we can talk offline if you want to. But yes, there's definitely a few of these projects that are going to include painting and markings.
Yes, absolutely. And like Lorena said, it's not always, visible just by the name. But if you think like, okay, if they are going to expand the road, if they're going to do those types of things, they're going to have to do that type of reapplying of
Yeah.
that. And when we actually post the scope of work for the project when it comes out, oftentimes it will list those scopes in there. So you want to pay attention to our social media, pay attention to our BA, because it will have more detailed information when it actually comes out. So thank you. The next question we had was, are there any opportunities for DBE subcontractors? I could kind of answer a bit on that one. Yeah, so some of these projects are going to have mixed funding. So not only are they going to be funded by Matt Broward dollars, they will be also funded perhaps by the FTA or other federal agencies. So on those, we could potentially set a DBE goal. Now, one event that we have that's pretty new coming up, which you want to write this down, on November 13th, it's a meet and greet. It's a $226 million project that is supposed to come out in December. So this is for the West Copens redevelopment project. So they're redeveloping one of their facilities, $226 million. That project is going to be partially federally funded. So we project there's going to be a DBE goal on that one. So you want to make sure you sign up for that event as well. If you got the BA, you would have got the link to it. We're going to put it on our event page as well. If you look for us on Eventbrite, it's already in there. So yes, opportunities like that massive opportunity will or most likely have a DBE goal. So that's definitely a possibility. Lorena, did you want to add anything on that before I move to the next one?
Nope, you said it all, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you.
good. The next question was from Edgar. All these projects require CEI services? You want to answer that one, Lorena?
Not all of them, but from the top of my head, I can actually think of, I have it open right here. For Highway, Bridge, and Maintenance Division, it's the bridge jacking, construction, engineering, and inspection services. It's a $1.6 million project. It's going to be on the presentation as well. Oh, we have a few coming up of CI services. CI services for Andrews Avenue bike lane improvement. We have a
Yes.
few, yes.
Absolutely. And the thing about the CEI services is that those normally the bid comes out by itself. So you
Yeah.
want to pay attention to that too. They're putting out the bids in different phases. So you'll normally have the design one, then you'll have the construction bid, and you'll have a CEI bid separate as well. So we definitely, there's a lot of CEI going on these projects. Next question, is this just for small business enterprises? So I guess they're asking if it's just for the SBEs. Lorena, you want to take that one or you want me to this one?
Sure. So I'm not sure if you're asking that
The
if you're not
answer
a
is
small
no.
business, you can participate. Would you say something?
So,
The answer
oh,
is no.
oh,
It's
so,
not just for small businesses. What we describe carve out opportunities for small business, but the program, the projects, everything that falls up under MAP are for all businesses. We just emphasize where there's opportunities for small so that we give them information on the front end. Whereas Nicole and Lorena have said, you can trail and track information through our social media as well as through the newsletter. You can also see through those hot tips. You can then begin to do your research and you can be in a position to bid. If you are a prime contractor, we're government. All this information is transparent. So the same things that we're focusing and telling small businesses, if you are aware, use that information to your advantage. So when the bid comes out via county or municipality, you're already in a position to bid. But if you are prime, we congratulate you and thank you in advance. Because you're getting the information in advance, that means you know that there's also a goal. Then you have an opportunity through our shop and through the directory to start identifying small businesses that you can use. So when you're submitting your bid to the county or to the cities, you're already ready for what you need to do, as well as you've already identified, which is a requirement, what small businesses you would use. So MAP Broward is about economic development and creating opportunities for businesses across the board. Our office and working with the county and with the municipalities is trying to make sure that there are genuine carved out opportunities for the small businesses.
Thank you, Sandy. And Sandy is the director here in our office. So thank you, Mr. McDonald. So the next question I have is for Kim. Can you provide the Matt Broward LinkedIn URL? So Jenny, if you could please put in the chat the URL for our LinkedIn, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much,
What,
Kim.
you said Map Broward, not
Oh,
OSBD?
I'm sorry, the OSBD. So
Okay.
if you put I'm so sorry. Yeah, so on our OSBD LinkedIn page, part of that is Matt Broward. So that's where I would post the info. So Johnny will put that in the chat. Thank you so much. Rodman said, thanks for everything. This is helpful. Smiley face. Love it. My question is, should one sign up for everything we can? Like, is there a cost involved for signing up? And do they overlap per se or they don't? Should we sign up for everything? Okay, Rodman. So the great thing is a lot of these are free. So it's free to sign up for our Business Assistance Weekly newsletter, free to bid on all Broward County bids, free for the events that we held. And also, a lot of the municipalities may have free as well. Now, you do have to, the different portals like Demand Star and such, you want to look into that because some of them may charge if you're looking for multiple agencies. So you want to check into that. But everything our office does is going to be free. Bidding on our solicitations is going to be free. So you definitely want to contact the municipalities you're interested in and see about their bidding process. But yes, 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 sign up for everything that we have to offer because it is absolutely free. Next question. How about pavers, either installing or sealing? Yes, definitely. If you're a paver, you definitely want to check out again anytime they're doing roadway improvements. A lot of these are roadway improvements. So for those projects, you do want to look into it to see if there is a component. So that is absolutely correct for both the county and city projects. If they are doing roadway improvements, expansions, anything like that, that is definitely a component in there. Next, Sandra said, thank you. Thank you so much, Sandra, for attending. Esteban said, are there opportunities for janitorial companies which focus on servicing existing businesses? So that's a question there. Lorena, you want to talk about if you've seen anything for janitorial?
I would still keep an eye out on the Map Broward end because we focus mostly on transportation, mobility improvement. There could be some post-construction cleanup in the commodity codes, but definitely on the general side of services, we do see a lot of janitorial services requests. So stay in touch and we will be able to help you. Maybe not with Map Broward projects per se, but with other county projects because we need janitorial services. Yes.
Thank you, Lorena.
You're welcome.
So Maya says, will there be opportunities for professional services to help with strategy, effective communication, and process planning between vendors and contractors? Again, will there be opportunities for professional services to help with strategy, effective communication, and process planning between vendors and contractors? You want to touch on that one or you want me to?
Yes. So what I can gather from this question is mainly consulting services. Overall, we do have some primes that hire other companies to handle the reporting, the communication with our office. It is possible, yes. So maybe we won't see it from the request for call assignment form, but it might come on later in the solicitation. So
Yes.
it's possible, yes.
Yeah. So again, if you want to look for what opportunities we have, you always check on BPro, check our newsletter and such. It's going to give details as to some of the scopes of work that are involved. But yes, definitely professional services we've seen on these projects as well. The next question is, with all of these MAP projects, I would assume that some of these employees who are working these projects will be DOT employees, especially with the roads and whatnot. Are those DOT programs for drug and alcohol going to be advertised through MAP or BPro? Those DOT projects. Okay. So, so drug and alcohol, have you seen any solicitations, Lorena, that speak to that?
I have not on the Map Browser side, but definitely on the overall general CBE, SBE program. Yes. Not much
Okay.
on the Map Broward side.
Okay. Next question we had, if one wants to become a licensed contractor, does Broward County offer any sponsorship for it? So go ahead. Did you want to chime in or I can?
You can, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so our office in particular, we don't have any type of licensing that we sponsor or what have you. You definitely would, if you are dealing with any of our agencies or what have you, you can speak to them as to what services they offer. But in our office particularly, I'm not aware that we have any type of sponsorship for that. Sandy, do you know of anything that perhaps can speak to this?
No, actually, using the definition of sponsorship, we don't. Are there different trainings and are there different programs that assist and aid? Yeah, but no sponsorships. Do we align our services, our small businesses through certification with opportunities on what our federal contracts, because we do the DBE, which is disadvantaged business, which is everything relevant to transit or aviation under FDOT? Yes, but no scholarships. But again, reach out to our office or go to our website, broward.org/econdev. Check the economic development side of the office, and it tells you everything we do in terms of business startup. We even do entrepreneurship programs. We do half-day courses. We got an 11 course program, but we also work with entrepreneurs and startups in one-on-one consultations. We can also share and explain where they can also have opportunities where other county partners may have sponsorships and supports to help small businesses or startups. So again, there are affiliates and partners who we work with who in their own programming may have, but as the ladies have said, the county doesn't specifically. But again, you can always call us or email us and we can have a one-on-one with you, or certainly make sure that you are aware of who or what we know through community partners that might be able to aid you.
Thank you, Sandy. Next question I have is from Wilda. What do you mean when you said that you keep projects in your county? Um, was that earlier when maybe want to clarify, Lorena, do you remember maybe when you said that the money stays within the county, perhaps that comment?
Oh, yes. So maybe, Wilda, are you referring when we said that we keep dollars local? Because the best way to ensure economic development in a geographic area is using small businesses that are based in that geographical area. And that's what the CBE program is about. So that's what we aim when we assign a goal, that at least that 30%, hopefully more, gets to stay local.
Thank you.
I hope that answers your question.
Yes. So next question is, will there be social media and community outreach opportunities, maybe even public relations opportunities? You want to touch or you want me to touch on that one?
I can touch part of it. I do have a few bigger actually ongoing projects that have a lot of marketing and communication services. On the list for the next 6 months, I am not sure, again, because the description doesn't usually include all of the scope of services, but constantly we do get marketing and communication services, social media services, outreach opportunities. So definitely keep an eye out.
Yes. And also I want to add, you really have to be strategic because like Lorena said, it's not obvious always when you see the title of the project. So a lot of time, and this is a way that we are seeing small businesses getting utilized is through public relations. That is one of the ones we absolutely do see. But again, you're going to have to kind of be creative. When you attend the pre-bid meetings, you're going to have to approach firms and let them know, hey, is there a public relation aspect? Have you ever thought of doing this with your campaign? Have you thought of doing that? It's definitely something that's necessary, but you really do have to be strategic in how you find those opportunities and how you approach them. So you definitely also want to pay attention to our weekly newsletter and our social media, because when we put the project out, we are going to specify the scopes, and we try to really pay attention if it does have it public relations to stipulate that, because we know we have a lot of firms that are interested in that and might not always know that that's a component in the project. Next,
Nicole and
yes,
Lorena, that question that you just answered goes in line with the question that was posted in the chat, which is, will there be opportunities for professional services to help with effective communication and effective process planning between vendors and contractors?
perfect. Thank you so much. Next question, where are the CB and SBE programs advertised for the drug and alcohol programs? I haven't seen anything for that. I think we answered the drug and alcohol programs question. Okay. The last one was, are there any opportunities upcoming in the next 6 months for architectural visualization and 3D rendering? Lorena, of the different projects that you had, did any of those have an architectural type component that you can recall?
I can recall, and actually I recall one from last year, but yeah, we were working, we heard of some that included these type of scopes, Danielle. If I'm gonna filter through this ones, and if I see any that I think of that makes sense for your question, I would definitely reach out directly to you. If you can, just on the chat, drop me your email, and
Okay.
I'll make sure to send you some if I find them.
Thank you very much.
You're
This
very
has been
welcome.
really great and interactive. Thank you all so much for submitting your questions. This is the last opportunity now. If you have any questions, put them in the Q&A, and we will answer them for you. Alrighty, so as we keep saying throughout this presentation, stay connected with us. If you have any follow-up questions for Lorena or myself, or just questions about Matt Broward in general, whatever services, as Sandy stated, that we provide here in our office, please feel free to reach out to us. We are your source to help get you connected with these Matt Broward opportunities, and we are always happy to help you understand and navigate this program.
Oh, there's
So
a
with,
hand raised as well,
oh,
Doreen Swaby.
okay, did you? Okay, there's a hand raised. Do you want to put your question in the Q&A? If you have a question, please put in the Q&A so that we can read it out loud.
Also, a reminder, the event, this is recorded and it will be posted on our YouTube page. So again, make sure you follow us.
That's right. And we will email you the slides. If you registered through Eventbrite, we will email you the slides as well. All right. With all that being said, we have come to the end of our training today. Thank you all so much again here with the Matt Broward team at OESBD, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.